Welcome to Field of Fork, and I'm Abby J. And today we have an exciting show because we're talking about springtime and what's in season. So let's get started. You know, we have asparagus, we have broccoli, strawberries, citrus, but the first thing I want to talk to you about is the leeks. Leeks are part of the Ilium family. They're associated with garlic, shallots, chives, and you can use these in a lot of recipes, and we've got our celebrity chef coming on board shortly to show you how to use this in recipes. But it's a root vegetable, and you want to make sure when you use the leeks that you cut it and wash it very good, because it comes from the ground. And so this can be used in, like I said, in a lot of recipes. It's a little bit milder than the spring green onions you see in the stores. They're a little bit stronger. So in order to use this, I would cut it up really fine in all your recipes. So you'll find this at Ingles. I got all this beautiful produce at Ingles. And right now, the grapefruits, I can tell you, for vitamin C, keeping your immune system up in the springtime, you wanna check these out. I love my grapefruits. I've got the strawberries over here, and strawberries, they are here until probably mid-April, and I would, you can't find any better strawberries than this in your produce department at Ingles. The next thing I'm gonna do, asparagus. I'm going to show you a really good recipe to really elevate those flavors and make it really fun for your kids. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, and I've got some olive oil. This is really chipotle olive oil. You can get it's a flavored olive oil. You can use the plain, but I put this on puff pastry. I've already cut out. You can get a puff pastry sheet and make about 9 squares. And what I've done here is I've already, when you're doing your asparagus, you just break like that, and you'll know when to, where that falls at, and that's what the waste is. So you want to put 3 or 4 asparagus. After you get your asparagus cut and put on the puff pastry, you want to put some cheese on there. And these are my asparagus puff pastry wraps. And so after that, you want to take the puff pastry and just roll it over like so, each one of these. And like I said, I love these. They're so much fun, and they can be an appetizer for a party even. And after you do that, you want to brush it with some egg wash. And I have some Italian herbs. You just put over this. What we're going to do is put these in the oven for 12 minutes, and we'll be right back to show you what they look like. And we're back with my asparagus puff pastry wraps. They are so good. I know your kids are going to love them. We've elevated the flavor by just putting them in some puff pastry, some cheese. You can alternate your ingredients to whatever you want. I'll probably do some jalapenos even in these. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoy them. And we're going to use a lot of these ingredients with my celebrity chef. He's coming on board shortly, so we'll be right back.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Welcome back, and I have one of my favorites. Has not been here in a long, long time. Bruce Leon Brown with Bruce's Fabulous Foods.
Fabulous Foods, you bet. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today? We're staying with springtime ingredients today. Abby J did the asparagus bundle wraps. I've got a strata for you. A nice breakfast or brunch dish. This stuff is something that my mom taught me when I was a little kid. How to make it. It's something different. It's almost like a custardy French toast that's baked, and you can change so many ingredients to make it so good. But trust me, this is one that once you try it, you're going to want to keep this recipe at home.
And you know what? It's kind of like a quiche, but it's got more
Yeah,
ingredients.
yes, exactly. And I love quiche because we do quiche all the time at my restaurant. But you don't have to worry about the pie crust because what you're going to use is simple white bread that you just took a serrated knife or an electric knife and cut the edges off. Just decrusted the bread. So you need 12 pieces of decrusted white bread. If you want to use whole wheat or some other kind, you can. It's not a problem. But for today, we're going to start with white. So we're going to start with asparagus. I have 1 pound of asparagus that actually, like Abby J showed you before, easiest way to take care of asparagus, to prep it, you can peel down the outer edges of the woody end that's grown closer to the ground, but that takes a long time to peel every spear. So if you take the top in your left hand and the bottom in your right and you snap it, it snaps perfectly where the asparagus is tender in your left hand and the woody part's in your right. But don't throw the woody part away. Save them in a Ziploc bag, some kind of a plastic bag.
Like this, see?
Yes. And save them in your freezer. And then if you ever make vegetable stock, you can put this with carrot tops and cabbage cores, a little onion, green onions, whatever you want, and put it in boiling water and let it make your own vegetable stock, then strain it out. Gives it a really unique, nice flavor.
That's a great tip.
So, yeah,
Bruce,
never
tip.
let it go to waste. There's uses for all this stuff. Even in compost, it's good stuff. So, we're just going to break this, the rest of this spear up. I have 1 pound of fresh asparagus that I snapped the woody ends off, and I just kind of diced, about inch-long segments. To this, we're going to add 1 cup of diced green onions.
That's the spring onions that I was
Spring
telling you
onion.
about. They have more flavor than the leeks. So.
Exactly. And I use the greens and the whites. Doesn't have to be just the greens. The little bit of whites is going to set off the colors.
Right.
And 1 cup of diced roasted red peppers.
Yum.
Now, this is for color also, but it gives just that little bit of a smokiness in the background and everything. Really good ingredient.
There we go.
And we're going to just lightly toss these together.
So, Bruce,
Mix them up. Yes,
you've been
dear.
away for a little while. I'm glad you're doing better.
I'm doing much
yeah.
better. Yeah, I was doing rotten before, but I'm doing better now. So
You're doing awesome.
I'm feeling more like Bruce each and every single day.
In case you didn't know this, he's got a fabulous, Bruce's fabulous.
Bruce's Fabulous Foods in downtown Marion,
Right.
North Carolina.
So if you get up there past Black Rock, right?
Black Mountain.
Black Mountain.
Black Mountain.
How far are you from Black Mountain?
It's about 25 minutes
Okay.
to
so
downtown Marion.
It's worth the trip.
And especially if you like cheesecake. I make really good cheesecake. So you noticed while we were talking that I just lightly tossed the asparagus parts, the green onions, and the roasted red peppers. We're going to set that aside.
Okay.
Now,
What's next?
we're going to make a custard. I have 2 cups of whole milk. The only place I'm going to put salt in this whole recipe, I'm going to put a couple pinches of salt and ground white pepper. Now, I'm warning you ahead of time. You don't need as much ground white pepper as you do black pepper. White pepper
Why is that?
comes from a ripe pepperberry. And the thing is, or a ripe peppercorn. When they turn white, that's when they're ripe, so they're stronger.
Oh,
so you
good to
don't need
know.
as much white pepper as you do black. But you know the other reason we're using white? Because it's going to blend in. I don't know about you, but I don't like seeing little black specks in my dishes if I can help it, especially when doing some with all these white foods. White pepper disappears when you mix it in.
Good to
so
know. That's
white
a good
pepper,
point.
and you'll have people that say, "Oh, I don't like pepper. I don't like pepper." They don't even know they're eating it. I love it. I think it's great. All right. Now, 2 cups of milk, a little ground white pepper, some salt. The recipe that I have published is going to call for 4 whole large eggs. But yeah, I like mine a little extra custardy, so I'm going to use 6 eggs.
So a little richer.
Yes, exactly. And I take my immersion blender
I love those.
and just
They just very quick, easy.
exactly. And this way, it really gets the pepper and the salt mixed in a little bit better than with just a whisk. think that's all that needs.
Here, I'll take that. All right.
Set that on the side.
All right.
Now, we have our custard. We have our bread. We have our filling. And we have cheese. The cheese that I use for this, you can use any cheese that you like. We're going to be putting in layers. For this one with vegetables, I really like a combination of mozzarella and Swiss. I grate them myself and shred them myself and then mix it simply to the fact that...
So it's really just a matter of preference.
Yes, if you
on
want
the
to use
cheese.
cheddar,
So
if you want to use head cheese, that's really sick, but you want it, you can do it. You can use brie. You can use just about anything you want.
So where do
but
you know?
I like it
Estrada,
just like this.
Estrada, can you serve this morning, noon?
Oh,
or-
morning. My wife loves it for dinner at night because she loves breakfast foods for dinner.
Okay.
I like it at brunch. Anytime you have a brunch, it's
Okay.
like I said, it's
Perfect.
just something that's a little bit more
For a
filling.
luncheon, yeah.
But also, you can make this ahead of time, and I'll show you how and why.
All right.
Okay, so I have an 8x8 glass dish that sprayed liberally with nonstick spray. We're going to take 4 slices of the decrusted white bread
Can
and
I
lay
help
them.
you?
Sure.
Put me to work.
Get the filling for me.
Okay.
4 pieces in the bottom and the 4 corners,
So you
and
just-
about half of that mixture goes in,
Okay.
and
That's
just
so pretty.
spread it all around. Yeah,
It's like Christmas.
when
This could be Christmas.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Really could be. There you go. All right. I
But
think
you see,
that's
if it was
about
that
half,
looks good.
Don't you think?
But you see,
Okay.
if it was Christmas, or you did this for Christmas, you need to put coconut in it so it looked like snow, and coconut doesn't go with asparagus, so don't do that.
All right. Just remember that, guys.
Now, many of you that know me know I'm not going to measure cheese. It needs a half cup at least. But yeah, right.
This
Like,
is a
I'm
half
going
a
to
cup.
yeah,
Okay? This is Bruce's half cup.
exactly. We're going to go on ahead and put a
Just
nice
only
layer of shredded
half a
cheese
gallon,
on
a
top.
half
There you go. Okay, and then guess what? 4 more layers of bread.
All right.
Guess what goes on top of the bread? The rest of the vegetables.
Easy
Yes,
peasy.
it is going to
Yeah.
puff up. You're going to see, but that's okay. There's a
It's
reason
beautiful though, and there you have all these beautiful veggies that I was telling you
why.
about.
Yep, fresh vegetables,
and you can
especially
use
the
the leek
asparagus.
instead of the spring onion.
Yes, if you
Yeah.
like, you minced up leeks.
You kind of told me leeks. That's why I went on the leek path.
That's it.
But yeah, you can use either or.
Good,
They're in the
that's
same
great.
family.
Okay, now another layer of cheese. Like I said, I mean, I like cheese with this. It just really makes it all kind of come together.
I don't think we're going to need that much.
Oh, the rest is a snack. And then the last 4 pieces of bread. So we needed 12 total.
Okay.
Now-
I bet this is it.
And then we
The
carefully
secret ingredient,
the
custard.
what you do, start in the middle, just slowly but surely pour it around. It's going to go over the edges of the bread and down into the sides of the pan. We're going to put a little more cheese, just a little bit more on the very top. And then what you do is, I said that you can make this ahead of time. Wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in your refrigerator for at least 1 hour to chill. In that 1 hour, all this bread that in the 3 layers is going to soak up all of that custard that we just poured over it. That way though, but if you even do it overnight, you can make this a day ahead.
Time saver. Great time saver.
Easter morning. This is great. Because all you have to do is take it out of the refrigerator, unwrap it from the plastic wrap, put maybe a sheet of parchment paper on the top just to cover, and loosely tent it in foil, put it to a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. By the time that 1 hour is up, you've taken your shower, you've had your Easter egg hunt, you come out, breakfast/brunch is ready, and it looks like this.
And you're leaving it here with me.
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
So we'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back.
At Ingles, we're proud to work with hundreds of local farms and businesses in the communities we call home. Not only does it ensure that you get top quality fresh items for your family table, it's a way for us to support the amazing individuals who pour their heart and soul into delivering the very best they can do. Quality, freshness, community, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
We're back and look at this.
That is the baked strata. It goes from this originally, take it out of the refrigerator after it's been in there wrapped up for an hour, put it in the oven, 350 degrees for 60 minutes, and it comes out like this. The cheese on top is melted. The corners are golden brown.
I know I'm going to be making this.
We can cut this up. Really simple dish, but this really goes a long way, especially for breakfast, because it's almost kind of French toastish, if you know what I mean, because of the custard and the bread, but it's a baked one, so you don't have to get out the griddle and everything else.
Should I do the honors?
Please. You got
Okay,
it?
here we go. I've done this before. Let's just make sure.
There you go.
And there you have it.
And
Beautiful.
you can,
Good job.
Here, we missed a couple pieces of asparagus down
Okay,
underneath
here we
there.
go. We don't want to miss that.
Oh, no, there we go.
Just got to slide under there.
Exactly. And then, of course, just for garnish, put a little more cheese on the top. If you like Parmesan, to mix it in with it, not a problem. I mean, cheese is always a good thing.
Exactly.
This is my springtime strata. I know you're going to want this recipe. It's really good. But if you like, try something else. Put a little red onion in it. Put whatever you like. Vegetable-wise, you can make bacon ones. Go nuts with this. It's really good stuff. Jalapenos.
Of course, I would say that.
Yeah, you can wrap jalapenos in puff pastry with asparagus and put them in it. It's like
Bruce, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You did a fabulous job,
Thank you.
and I thank you for coming on the show.
I love
and
it.
keep up the good health. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll be right back. We're back, and I have my event team at Ingles from the corporate office, Ruby Downs and Sienna Fitzpatrick. They're here to talk about the Ingles Table magazine, which is at your local Ingles Market in the deli.
In the deli.
Yes, we're so happy to be here with you.
Absolutely, Sienna. It's great to have you guys here. Y'all do a lot for our team, making sure all of our productions are good, the videos, and this magazine here, you can pick up the magazine or you can go online and get
Yes,
the
you
videos.
can.
But we're going to talk about the deli. And what are some of the offerings, Ruby?
Oh, well, you could stop at our deli and you can order up party trays, and we have all different kinds. You can get your vegetable trays, you can get chicken tender trays, chicken wings, thank you,
And deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs. You can get any kind of different things that you want to get for your parties. And if you're going to someone's party, what better way to stop and pick something up?
And the rotisserie chicken, and,
Yes.
and hams and meats, everything to make your life easier.
And potato salads.
And chicken
macaroni salad, chicken salad.
What's your favorite?
Yes.
The chicken salad.
Oh, mine
Yes.
too.
So good.
It's a lifesaver during fly fishing season because it makes my life very easy. It'll make your life easier. So make sure you guys pick this magazine up and visit our deli. Guys, I just want to thank you for coming. It's so great to see you, Ruby. You look great. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
And I know I'll see you at all these wonderful
You
events.
bet.
I know I'll see you too.
Yes.
And great to have you part of this team, Sienna.
Thank
it
you for
really
having
is.
me.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Field of Fork. I'm Abby J, and I'm with my friend Gilbert Barrett. He is the owner of White County Farmers Exchange. Welcome to the show.
Well, hey, it's great to be here, Abby, and actually we're unique because we're an agricultural cooperative, so I'm technically the president and CEO, the chief water boy is what I say, but I've been here about 20 years, and what's so great about this too, and I didn't even mention this to you off camera, but you know, I have a great history that goes back with you because your dad, Andrew, and I go way back because when I was just starting out, he was a very prominent farmer in Habersham County. We worked with him from fertilizer and seed and all that.
Well, I guess that's where I get all this
Yeah,
growing.
that's right.
I have to come over here and get all my seeds. We just got our root vegetables planted in the fall, and they keep on producing and producing. You have such a great selection.
Well, we're unique in that we serve, really our purpose is to serve the agricultural community and the farmers and of this area, but we have a storefront because we manufacture fertilizer, we do custom crop consulting, but a big part of our business is that homeowner and that backyard gardener, and we enjoy working with those folks, and we try to bring that knowledge that we use on the ag side to the homeowner and
Which
put it
makes
down on their
sense
level.
because
Yes,
a lot of
absolutely.
these people that are trying to grow, and it is springtime, and it's going to be an early spring, Gilbert, and so everybody wants to get outside and get their soil just right for them to really produce, good, healthy vegetables and things.
Yeah.
And tell us about some of the things that they can do, because I have a lot of my friends say, well, Abby, you can grow anything. I can't grow a thing. And it's all about, I think, the soil.
Soil is a big part. It goes back to the Bible. You're sowing seed on rocky ground, on fertile ground. We want to make sure we got fertile ground, and there are a lot of things that we can do to prep our soil, Abby. One of those things being, of course, is to make sure that we have a proper pH. And you don't know what your pH is until you take that soil sample. And I tell people you can go to your local cooperative extension office, and they can help you with the tool to go out there to take your soil. You can come to a local center like us because we send soil samples off for folks, and when we get that back, it's like a dashboard. It tells us what your it tells us what your phosphorus and your potassium levels are, your minor nutrients, what those levels are, and then it also tells us what that pH is. For most soil, for most plants, we want a 6.5 pH. And so if you have a 4.8 pH or a 5.5, the root systems that can't thrive, and so the roots are the vital part of that plant that cause it to produce. And so if we can't sustain the life of that plant, then hey.
Well, and also weeds. I have trouble with weeds, especially in my wildflowers and things like that.
Right.
You kind of help me with that because the weeds can take over if you don't know what to do. So elaborate a little bit about that.
Well, and weeds, control it. It's a multi-faceted thing because a lot of that relates to your soil health. The poorer your soil is, the less you're going to grow desirable things, and the more weeds that are going to come into play. So, again, working on soil health, and then there are where what you want to grow is really the nutrients are there, and they're able to be pulled up by that plant. The second thing, though, is that we do have some herbicides that certainly can help, and you can spray over. It depends if you got grassy weeds, if you got broadleaf weeds, but we can help you to identify those things. And now with the technology, you take a picture of your cell phone, bring it into your, a county agent or to us, and we can, say, okay, this is what you've got, and then we can get you the right product to help
How about
control
that?
that.
Amazing, amazing. No matter if you're a small herb garden, container garden farmer, or if you have acreage, this is the place to be. And where are you located?
Well, we're here in Cleveland. We're at 951 South Main Street. This is where our storefront is. Of course, we manufacture fertilizer about 6 miles from here. But and then we have a great line of soils. We've got and there are different folks. There are those that want to be on that organic. Plane, and that's what they really want to go to the natural route. We've got an end cap in there with just organics options, and then if you want to go more conventional, and we've got those routes too. We have a great line of garden seed. We have potatoes, onions, and all the bulbs are already in.
Oh, they are.
So it's time to
Time to get them.
time to get them. So yeah.
So, and also you have a really, they're not here yet, but you have a lot of fresh herbs and plants. You've got a plant center that
We do.
will
We
open.
have a nursery, and,
Yeah.
and we're about 4 weeks out. We'll wait to that. And that's the other thing. We don't try to push that envelope or say, wait until it's time to get that product out, because we want you to be successful.
But it's time to get your soul right.
Work on your soil right now. And, we talk about pH. Liming is one of the best things to do to raise that pH level up, but there are about 4 different types of lime. So you need something for a long base, where you're changing that baseline for a long period of time. But then we have what we call some triage options, where you can go in there and adjust that pH temporarily for about 3 months with a different lime product. So yeah, just come to us. We got a great staff here. We have actually 21 employees.
Wow.
And some of those are part-time, but they're there, and are here to
You've
help.
got an amazing team.
Yeah.
I love every
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
them, and you've got something for everyone. So get outside, and if you need help, Gilbert will help you. I've been like my dad. He used to come here all the time, and he always said, Gilbert's got everything, Abby. You need to get over there before he sells out. So anyway, we thank you for sharing that knowledge, because a lot of people need help.
Well, it's great to have great customers like yourself and the Northeast Georgia. And the good thing I love about what you're doing here is you work on your soil health, you put it in the ground, and then we enjoy your Abby J products.
Thank you. Well, Gilbert, I really love what you have here, and I think everybody else could find something. And even if you're not sure, they have amazing help here to help you get things going. So thank you, and thanks for joining us today on Field to Fork. Thanks to the Ingles crew for coming down, and also my celebrity chef, Bruce Leon Brown. And until next time, get outside and grow a garden and have some fun with it. We'll see you next time.